It forbids the sale of American birth certificate records as chattel property bonds by the U.S. Department of Transportation. Oh, weird. Who knew the Department of Transportation was making $100,000 a year on my birth certificate? Holy shit. It initiates a new U.S. Treasury bank system in alignment with constitutional law. No more central banks that are owned by the 13 families. Restores financial privacy, retrains all judges and attorneys in constitutional law, since we've been living under corrupt judges and attorneys. Establishes peace worldwide, no more military actions, brings home all the troops. Releases enormous sums of money for humanitarian purposes. Releases cures for all of the man-made diseases like cancer and AIDS. What? Holy shit, who knew they had cures? Also release over 6,000 patents, many of which are Nikola Tesla's patents. Some of those are going to be free energy, and they also have a healing bed that you literally can lay in for 30 minutes and it'll heal your entire body. But before I go any further with Nesara, I need to address the elephant in the room. A lot of you are talking about how we're going to have to give everything up in order to get this Nesara. That is the Great Reset. It's part of the New World Order, and they're trying to beat Trump to the punch. It has nothing to do with Nesara. This is completely different animal. This is where I might lose a lot of you, but please bear with me because it's all true. A lot of you have been asking why Nesara was never implemented, and this is why. At 10 a.m. on September 11, 2001, Alan Greenspan was scheduled to announce Nesara, but we know that never happened. He was going to announce the new U.S. Treasury bank system, abolishment of the IRS, and debt forgiveness for all U.S. citizens. And in order to stop that announcement, Bush Sr. scheduled a demolition of the World Trade Center at 9 a.m. that same morning. The CIA and Mossad operatives controlled this demolition from Building 7, which they later demolished as well. I mean, just in case you were wondering how Building 7 fell down all by itself. They also used remote pilot technology to do a flyover over the Pentagon, where they dropped a payload of explosives right on top of the White Knight. And remember, the White Knights are the group of 300 military and civilians who led Nesara to the end. And with that single day, George Bush Sr. kept the government from going back to the hands of the people, and we were none the wiser. I might add that they highly underreported the deaths that day. They reported that only 2,752 died that day, but the real death toll was 30,700 people just on 9/11. And after using Osama bin Laden as the patsy, who actually was a CIA operative of the United States, we went to war with Iraq. Part 10 enters Donald J. Trump. So you all know President Trump has been working on not only implementing Nesara and building an economic system side by side with the current crashing one, but he has been dismantling the New World Order piece by piece by piece. And when Nesara comes, because he's going to call it, we are going to be able to live a life that we could only dream of before. See, we've been enslaved to the financial system all these years. When the central banks go away, because they've been charging us interest on money that they're making up out of thin air, and the Federal Reserve goes away because it's fake, and they're not stealing from our hard-earned money every single paycheck, we'll have money to buy things. We won't need credit. And the power, most importantly, will be back with the people where it belongs. I just want you all to know that God had a plan all along, and his plan is coming to fruition.